Alright guys, how you doing? This is Jim from Fishing Lab. So today's project, I've got the table saw out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bump board for the kayak. So I have a 48-inch tape. Get this tape from Hoggy, or we get it when you fish in Jamaica Bay Classic in New York. That's usually in May. So for this project, all I need is a 1x6, 6 feet long. I'm going to cut it in two sections, one in 50 inches, and then I'm going to cut a 6-inch piece. I'm going to make a small dado in the back so that it fits together, and we're going to glue it up nice. So all I got for this, again, is the tape, the polyurethane. This was like $8.75 at my local hardware store. Some Gorilla Glue. This was like $6. So we'll be out the door with a great bump board that'll float, and it'll give me 48 inches of length for an upcoming fishing tournament in Salem, Massachusetts. So stay tuned. Hope you guys like the video. Okay guys, so our first step is going to cut our two pieces, 50-inch and 6-inch. You don't necessarily need a table saw to do this, but I have it out, and this is going to be a table saw only project for me. And of course guys, with all power tool projects, wear your safety goggles, safety glasses, goggles. You only have one set of eyes, you might as well protect them. No sense getting hurt doing something you could have prevented. Alright, so we have our two pieces cut. As it comes to find out, the miter sled that came with the DeWalt table saw has got a lot of play in it, so that's not good. All that's going to do is it's going to push up, making me a cross-cut sled for this. Alright, so the next step in this project is I'm going to rip this board in half, just so it's a little smaller, a little easier to work with on the kayak. As we all know that the room on the kayak is at a premium, so I'm going to make it smaller, lighter, and that'll help a lot. I could have also done this on my planer, but the table saw is out. This is a table saw only project, so we're going to keep going with that. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces of wood cut. Both of them cut. I ripped this one. So now what we need to do is we're going to cut a small dado into the end piece. So I'm just going to mark it. Now, of course, this would be nice if I had a dado saw kit, but I don't. So you could do it with your table saw. It's just going to take longer because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make individual cuts, and I'm just going to slowly move the fence over until this is tight. I want this to be nice and tight so the wood, more wood touches this wood, and the glue is going to sock it in really nice. What I'm going to do is move my fence over. And then what I'm going to do is I don't need to be exact, I'm just going to lower the blade. Alright, so the dado's made. Now all we got to do is glue them together. Alright, so we're all set to glue it. I'm going to lay some glue inside this dado edge, this dado cut. Now, one thing we should know, I did unplug the table saw. I lowered the blade because the table saw is also a great table too. So I put a lot of glue in there. It's going to ooze out, but it is what it is. Pick the good side of this. Okay, one thing I just noticed, when I look in there, of course the glue is all on the bottom. Now I want this glue to hit as much wood area as possible. So I have a popsicle stick, use them for rod building. You can use a mixing stick from rod building. You could also use a toothpick. So I just want to move that glue to all the edges as best I can. Be sure I got it all the way in and even on both sides. I threw the speedy square on it, and as you can see, it's straight all the way across. Now I'll just let the glue dry. Clean up the table, and that's it for the day. Tomorrow we'll be applying the sticker on it. One thing when you're gluing wood, if you can, clean up your joints. It's easier to clean up the glue when it's wet as opposed to dry. And then it just looks cleaner when you're done with it. Alright guys, so I had some stray pencil marks on there I didn't like. I made 2. I started to lose the template and it started fading, so I wanted to take those off. So I sanded them off. As it turns out, it'll be a better surface for the sticker to adhere to. So now all we're going to do is we're going to clean up the wood and we're going to apply the sticker. Alright guys, so I vacuumed up all the dust. You can never get all the dust, so I'm taking a little denatured alcohol and I'll just clean the rest of it to get any dust off this wood. because when I apply the polyurethane, I'm not going to want any dust in the polyurethane. It'll create little bubbles and stuff, and you just don't want that. So the next step of the process is going to be to put a line at 1.25 inches all the way down it. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to put the speedy square on the wood. I'm going to put the pencil at 1.25 inches, and I'm just going to run it down. As long as I keep my pencil at 1.25 inches, it'll give me a straight line all the way down, and that's where I'm going to use to put the glue on and to align the sticker on the board. Okay, so we're just going to repeat that for the other side, so we'll have an exact marking of where that sticker is going to go. Now the easy part, we have our line scribed so we know where the sticker is going to fall. I'm just going to put a line of Gorilla Glue straight down the center, and I'm going to smear it out with my finger after it's there. And then try and keep it within those scribed line. Okay, so for the tape, we're going to peel the backing off it, and then we're going to start the tape closest to the end. And what will happen is, as I'm doing it, as I put this in the corner, I'm going to want to just go straight out to the end, and that'll always keep the tape shouldn't bend or bow to it. So it should give it a nice straight, it should lay nice and straight on the wood. Okay, so I got it in to the edge. I'm just going to hold it down, and I'm just going to reapply it. Stretch it the whole length. Putting it on the line, and then I'm just going to smooth it out. Get the bubbles out. Lay it down flat. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I took a board just under 4 feet long. It's got packing tape, or this is actually screen printer's tape, which is a low adhesive tape, and I'm going to put it on it, and then I'm going to clamp this down just for a couple hours to try and work some of, get a better set. Alright guys, so it's been roughly 3 hours. It should be enough. It's hot. We'll see what happens. I want to get a coat of poly on this tonight. Alright guys, came out really good. Had a little fade on that side, but it'll work. 48 inches of bump board. So all we have left to do now is I'm going to put some paper on the bench. I'm going to spray this with a polyurethane. Before I bought this, I didn't realize that this is an interior poly. There is a difference. I thought all polys were interior exterior. So today I went out and bought this. I'm going to spray this one because I don't want to put a heavy liquid on the sticker. I'm afraid that the sticker is going to bleed. I don't know if it's going to do it with this, but we're going to try it with this. I think this will be a lighter way to coat the sticker for the first time. We'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll try it again. Alright guys, so that's it. I'm gonna leave that. It's a really nice light coat, light to medium coat of polyurethane on that. And then the next coat, I'm going to put an exterior poly on it, and I'm probably going to apply 3 or 4 coats of that. Alright guys, so we finished up the bump board, let it dry. I ended up putting 4 coats of poly on the top side. I ended up putting 1 coat of poly on the back side. Came out good. There are things that I want to change about it already for maybe next year. This board doesn't need to be as tall. I could have went 3 inches on it, but you know, live and learn. Who knows, I might like it 4 inches after fishing with it this upcoming weekend at the tournament. So we'll see how it does. I'll let you guys know. So if you guys like this video, you know, hit that like button below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.